And when we do that, I want you to write down 10 feelings. 10 feelings that you felt when you did that. Right? I smiled. Last year I got, it was really cute. I got this, I was reading the notebook, and this person said, I smiled at this girl and I think she thought I was gay. It's like, come on guys. Stop prejudging. So when you smile, don't judge. Just smile. For no reason, just smile. You're going to shine. Your life will change. You have the biggest gift and the greatest gift in this world, and that's a smile. Okay? Regardless of what's happening in your life, you put on a smile and let it shine. Okay? That's your homework between now and Thursday when I see you. Yes?
I have a question about karma. You said that if we do something wrong or greedy or whatever it is, probably not tomorrow, but maybe in 2 or 5 years, it's going to come back to us, right? What if before that we did that, but before the 5 years we did something, we changed it, and now we're acting good or we're not greedy anymore? Is that still going to come to us and affect us?
Yeah, it still comes to you, but not so badly. Let me give you an example. And if you continue to work on it, yes, you can erase it, right? There's a real powerful technique out there called Ho'oponopono, and it's Hawaii. And basically, you walk around saying, thank you, I love you all the time, and then you write things out. It's a little bit intricate, but yeah, you can lessen the karmic debt. There's a lot of ways you can lessen the karmic debt. If you say, let's say, let me give you an example. When I was a kid, the 2 kids across the street would always pull the tail on this poor cat. And then I remember one time coming out, and this kid had the cat, and he was just going like this, right? And I thought, oh my God. And so then, you know, there was a few of us that ran out, and one of us knocked the kid over, and the other one of us grabbed the cat and then, you know, saved it. So we basically saved a life, right? Somebody said, and in that time there was an old lady, and she said, she said, have just cleaned a big part of your karma. And I didn't know back then what she was talking about, but now I know. So yes, you can lessen the karma, right? Every time you give a kind word, every time you genuinely practice all of the yamas, you are elevating yourself, right? Every time that you give and think of someone else before you think of yourself, you see somebody on the freeway, you know, and it's a freezing cold day, and they've got a flat tire. You drive by and you say, you got it? And you need my phone? Do you need something? Can I help you? Can I help you call somebody? That's anytime you unselfishly give, anytime you practice non-greed, you elevate yourself from the
What about forgiving yourself for doing something wrong?
That's important. That's important, and otherwise you're going to really, really, really make yourself stuck, right? That's important. You do have to learn to forgive yourself. That's probably the hardest task you will ever have on this lifetime, to forgive yourself for something. We beat ourselves up. Yep, too much, too much. I think our worst enemy is ourselves. We don't need enemies. We can handle it. We can screw ourselves up totally royal by ourselves. We don't need any help doing that, right? So your biggest forgiveness task is to forgive yourself. Now, I just want to touch real quick on the forgiveness part, because she asked about this. Somebody then asked me, if I forgive them, does that mean I have to like them? No. Forgiveness means you forgive the person, the inside person. You don't have to forgive the action that they did. Does that make sense? So let's say you hurt me, you said some things about me, and caused me to lose my job, right? forgive you personally inside, but I'm never going to forgive what you did to me. Right? You don't need to do that. That was a bad action, right? I don't have to do that, but I have to forgive you in order to free myself. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Yeah, forgiveness is a very deep and tricky subject. We practice it all the time when we do our yoga, yeah, and our asana. Yes, ma'am.
Well, why people said, like, if you're gonna forget me, you're gonna forget, like, what I did to you, like, even if it's bad.
Say that again.
Because, well, it was one time,
Uh-huh.
then one of my friends did something to me, and I was like, okay, I forget. But I was, like, kind of remembering the stuff that she did to me, and I was, like, not trusting her, like, too much. And she said, oh, that's not forgive. If you're gonna forgive, you're gonna forget all the bad things that I did.
That's not
And I
true.
was like, okay.
No, that's not true. See, you forgive the light. You know how in yoga we say namaste? Namaste means that I honor the light, the love, the spirit that lives inside of you. That's who you're forgiving. You're honoring, forgiving the light, the love, the spirit that lives inside of you. But you don't have to be okay with what happened. You know, you don't have to forgive what the actions. It's better for you to be able to get over them, but you don't necessarily need to forget them. You know, I'll always remember people that hurt me. Yeah, I'll always remember the actions. But I can then look up to her and, you know, and forgive her and meet her on the street and say, how are you doing? I hope your life is fine. But that doesn't mean that I need to be her friend anymore. You don't need to be her friend anymore. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, guys, so let's do some asanas, all right?